Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about my Big Chop 1 year update. I cannot believe it's been a year and a couple of months. Time has flown by. So I really wanted to take the time to reflect on my year, show you guys some new products, and talk about like pros and cons, my confidence levels, and what I love about my Big Chop. So let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, I want to talk about all the new products that I've been using and how I got to getting into these new products. So my hair, I've learned, is high porosity. I had been struggling to find different products that worked for me. Some things dried my hair out a lot, some things made it frizzy, just the curls were not looking good. So it took me a while to figure out what really worked for me. So I researched some things online, and a lot of people said that looking for their porosity level, whether it's high or low, really helped them in buying products. So the high porosity test is what you do is you take some water, like a little cup of water, and you take a piece of your hair and drop it in there, and if it sinks, it's high porosity. I think if it's like in the middle or floats or something like that, it's low porosity. But mine, I dropped it in and it just like went straight to the bottom in like 2 seconds, and I was like, okay. So I'm high porosity. So I had to look up what that meant, and basically what I could gather from it is that my hair absorbs a lot of moisture. So when it's wet, it's huge. You know, like I can put this hair in a ponytail. Like the shrinkage is crazy. I can really put my hair in a ponytail. So when it's wet, it's so big, but as much moisture as it can absorb, it can lose it just as fast. So you need products that will hold that moisture in and seal it in so that you don't lose moisture throughout the day or wherever you are. I live in the South, it's really humid. We get a lot of moisture, and I'm sure just as much moisture as I'm getting, all of that humidity is taking it away. So that was my main problem right there. So I focus on high porosity levels. I think my hair is like in the 4A, 4B kind of range. I don't really go by those things. I just kind of really go by high porosity, low porosity, and that has helped me out so much, because some people that I've looked at for YouTube and they're like, oh, my hair is this, like 4A, 4B, whatever, and I'm like, okay, their hair looks like mine, and I try the product that they use, it doesn't work. But when I try looking for high porosity stuff, that has worked for me. So I'm going to show you the products that I use for my high porosity hair. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this Eden's Body Works Natural Cleansing Co-Wash. It's coconut and shea, and it's kind of bright. The light, you might not be able to see it that well, but I love this stuff. It's sulfate free, no suds, gentle cleansing conditioner cream for removing residue and buildup between regular washings to promote a healthy environment for hair growth. And it just smells super good. It's literally just like white and kind of creamy, and it smells amazing. You don't need a lot of it at all. It really covers a lot of your hair. Got it on me. But it really covers a lot of your hair, and I just massage it all in, and it feels so soft. It feels amazing. This should be about like $10. I got this at Sally's, so it's really inexpensive. So the next thing I'm going to show you is this Lavish Curls Moisturizer Second Curl Refresher Daily Leave-In. So this is what it looks like, and if you can see on the side, I am all the way down here. I use this every single day. So this stuff is literally amazing. So on the back it says the products every curly girl needs: a daily moisturizer to refresh, rehydrate, and reactivate her dry curls after a long night's rest without shampooing. And this is so true. This stuff is literally amazing. So I'll go to sleep after a day where my hair is styled. I'll wake up the next morning, spray a little bit of this on my hands. I'll spray it in like this, rub my hands together, and just massage it on my head and kind of like let it sit for a while, and my curls literally come right back to life. You can use it if you have your hair dry. You can use it if you have your hair wet. I think it's great either way, but since my hair is high porosity, using it while it's dry so that I don't have to add all that water in and risk losing more moisture. So for today, I have styled my hair last night. I did like a deep conditioner and styled it and everything before I went to sleep. And this morning, all I did was use this in my hair, and it's totally fine. So this stuff is literally key. I'm obsessed with this stuff. I recommend it for everyone. So the next product I'm going to talk about is TGIN. I have 2 products from this brand because they're literally amazing. So this one is by Thank God It's Natural, and this is the Green Tea Super Moist Leave-In Conditioner with green tea and argan oil. So it's a lightweight moisturizing leave-in conditioner for all hair types. And this stuff is amazing. So clearly it's at the top, meaning I just got a new one. So I really like this one because it's lightweight, but it really moisturizes my hair and it locks in that moisture that I need. When I use this, my hair feels soft at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, whereas other leave-ins that I've used, my hair started to feel kind of crunchy and dry towards the end of the day. And that's really important for me, especially in this super heat that we have going on in the South right now. This is kind of on the pricey side. You can find it at Target. That's where I found mine at. I really don't know what other stores have it. But I know that I found mine at Target. All of my TGIN products, I found them at Target. But of course you can look online and figure out where to find them too. I don't know if Sally's has it, but Target is where I got these two products. This one is from Sally's. So the next TGIN product I'm going to show you is called their Buttercream Daily Moisturizer with Shea Butter and Vitamin E. So this is what the outside looks like, and on the inside it literally looks like butter. It is so thick, it's not gonna go anywhere. So this is my favorite, especially after I wash my hair, to moisturize with. So I'll go ahead and spray this in as my little leave-in, and then I'll put this on top, and my hair is literally soft for days. Like days, not just one day, like I'm talking days. This says that you can use it every day or every other day, and I use it probably every other day-ish. I don't use it that often because of how thick it is and how moisturizing it is, but this really locks in all the moisture in my hair. It feels super soft, never dry, no frizz. It is thick, like I said, so you're not going to need a lot of it at all. So I just moisturize a little bit of it in my hair, and it's perfect for a few days. Like I used this last night. Yeah, I used this last night, and all I did this morning, like I said, was add the curls in, and I was totally fine, totally ready to go. Just do my edges and we're good. So the next product that I'm going to show you guys is this Flawless by Gabrielle Union oil treatment. This nourishes and prevents breakage for all hair types. Sulfate-free, paraben-free, gluten-free, and cruelty-free, which is very important. So this stuff is really, really nice. It smells amazing. So it's just kind of like a liquidy cream. It's really loose. It has a lot of slip to it. So what you do for this, it says that you should apply a few drops to your palms, using more or less depending on your hair length. Work through your hair, focusing on mid-length to ends. So this is what the bottle looks like. I have, I think, 2 videos on my Instagram channel with this hair products right here. So what I'll do is I'll just put it in my hands and just rub it together. Like when my hair is fully styled, rub it together and then just rub it all on my hair, and it makes it so shiny. It literally takes away any frizz, any curls that are out of place. It's like the perfect finish for my hair. So for me, it's kind of like my hairspray, but it kind of like locks the style in. It makes it look super nice and soft and smooth, and of course takes away any frizz, and it's good because it prevents against breakage. So next, let's get into some hair gels and some edge controls. So the first thing I'll show you is this Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Paste by Curls. This one says that it smooths unruly edges, adds sheen, and creates your favorite natural style. Formulated with organic blueberry extracts and argan oil, proven to encourage hair growth. No sulfates, silicones, parabens, artificial oils, or fragrances, which is crazy because this stuff smells so good. It has a little blue tint to it, and this has a lot of slip. Okay, so let me tell you something about this stuff. So when I first got it, I tried to use it as an edge control, but like I said, it has a lot of slip. My hair's kind of around the 4A, 4B-ish high porosity, so of course it did not work. Anything that has like too much slip in it for an edge control just is not gonna work for me. So my edges would revert literally every single time, no matter what. I'd tie them down forever long and it just would not work. So I started to use this in my hair, and the difference is crazy. So I'll take this with a little bit of leave-in, like either this leave-in or the buttercream. I did the buttercream last night to see how it would work, and it lasts a lot longer in my opinion, so just a little tidbit. So what I did was I just took some water. This was after I washed it. I took water and then took a little bit of this curls gel and then some of that TGIN buttercream and just kind of did the raking method through my hair, and then my curls just literally, in my opinion, they look really cute. So I like how this came out, and it's really for when you want your styles to last. Like I've had no frizz, no problems, whereas when I usually don't do this and just kind of rub it in my hair, it doesn't really get through all the parts in my hair because I'm just rubbing it on top. So that's kind of the 2 ways that I use it. Either I style my hair completely and just rub this all over, and it just makes it really shiny and takes away a lot of frizz, or I'll use it with the raking method with this right here, and it lasts for days longer. So depending on how much time you have, because it took me entirely too long yesterday, or the look that you want, it works either way. But for me, for an edge control, this is a no-go. But for a styling product for my hair, it's perfect. And the last product I'm going to talk about is this Mielle Organics Flexible Hold Edge Gel with certified organic honey and ginger. Hold that's both soft and manageable. So this is what the inside of it looks like. It kind of has like a yellow tint and it smells like honey and ginger. It smells really, really good. So this stuff is a really interesting product. So it goes on like wax, like super glue. Like it does not move, and it's really hard sometimes to brush your hair down, but I kind of like mold it and I can fix it and like, you know, make my edges the little swoop and stuff how I like to do it. And then as it dries, it gets softer. So it doesn't feel like it dries and is like drying to like a crunchy feeling. It dries really soft. And it's really interesting, but I love it. And my edges last all day long. Of course, right after when it starts to dry soft, I kind of go over a little bit because when it dries soft, sometimes it curls up a little bit more. But I kind of like it like this better instead of having them be like really styled. I kind of like a more natural look, and I feel like this is what it gives me. And I really like that a lot better. One thing I will say about this is be careful how much you use, because if you use too much of it, it will give a white kind of residue. But if you don't use a lot of it and then just make sure that you go over it when it starts to soften up, it'll be fine. But don't just go in there and lay it all over and then just leave out the door because some white residue will pop up. But other than that, I really love this stuff. I think it smells amazing and it's really good for your hair as well, your hair and your scalp. So these are all the products that I've been using lately. They're my absolute favorites, and I wanted to talk about like pros and cons and my confidence about the Big Chop as well. So for the Big Chop, I want to start off with the cons first so we can get the negative out of the way and then start off with the positive. For the cons, I think that I wouldn't really say they're cons, but I'd say they're more like misconceptions of the Big Chop. When I cut my hair, I was like, oh, I think it'll be a lot easier to style. I'll have to use less products. It'll be less expensive and blah, blah, blah. But the thing that I found is that it's more expensive. Natural hair products are very expensive. Like I think this right here was probably like $17.99, like something like that. The Diva Curl that I used, the No Poo Cleansing Co-Wash, that's like this big, was like $23. Like a lot of these products are pretty pricey. They're good, but they are pretty pricey. So that was a misconception that I had. Also styling. I thought that styling would just be a breeze and it wouldn't be long, you know, but you have to take into consideration detangling and the washing process and the styling process and adding water. And then with me being high porosity, I have to do the lock method a lot of times, most of the times actually, and that takes time. And then doing my edges, like it all takes time. So I wouldn't say that they're cons, but I would say that there were misperceptions that I had about my natural hair, because it takes a really long time to figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, how to style it, how to sleep on it, you know, all these different things that I feel like were new to me, of course, and misconceptions about being natural in general. So I wouldn't say that they're cons, but you have to figure out how it works for your life and for your hair type. So the pros that I've got, I definitely say this ties into the confidence thing. At first, and sometimes I feel, I don't want to say self-conscious, but I really had to get used to not having long hair. And I talked about that in my very first Big Chop video ever. It's just different, and sometimes I feel different because I don't know anyone close to me that has hair like me. In different pictures and stuff, it's hard to see how different styles look because I feel like no one looks like me, and it kind of made me feel isolated sometimes. But then I had to realize that my differences make me unique and make me stand out, and it doesn't make me weird or different. It makes me in my own little category, in my own little happy bubble of naturalness, you know? And when those moments happen where I feel like, I don't look like my friends, I don't look like any of these people on social media or these magazine ads that I see, I go to Instagram pages that motivate me and where I can see other people who look just like me. One of my favorites is the Baldy Revolution, the Cut Life, and Short Hair Dolls. Those are my favorite ones to look at when I need some inspiration and motivation. And just telling myself positive things every day and not just when I'm out in public, but when I'm home too, you know, like in the mirror, telling myself positive things. And before I go to sleep, when I wake up, you know, continuing that positivity. And once you feel that positivity and that confidence inside, it will show to other people. And I get compliments on my hair. People really like it. So it's like, you know, the feelings that I feel about myself really come from me. And once you change your lens to see that positivity more than the negative feelings that you feel, then other people will see it in you too. And that'll change a lot for you. So I'd say just own it and really rock it. And that's where my confidence came from, was from within. Nobody could give it to me, you know, because I cut my own hair. I'm walking around bald, you know what I mean? I had to find it within so that I could spread it and share it with everybody else. So if you're feeling on the fence about your hair or on the fence about your big chop, just know that that confidence is going to come from within. And if you feel like you need some inspiration and need somebody to be there for you, you got me. And there's so many people out there who literally look like you with your haircut, so don't feel alone. And that's something that I had to realize too, that I wasn't alone. While I had to build up my confidence on my own, I didn't have to do it by myself. So you can talk about it with your friends. There's like literally so many big chop communities. So I hope that you guys out there with short hair don't feel alone and don't feel isolated like I had to go through. And just know that if you do, it's totally normal. I went through it as well. Just know that you are absolutely gorgeous and so brave and so confident, because some people hide behind their hair. I know that I used to, but cutting your hair and allowing your real self to shine, that is the strongest thing that you could ever do, and I am proud of you. So that is it for my Big Chop 1 year anniversary video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed the products, enjoyed the little discussion about pros and cons and confidence, because all that really comes from my heart, and I really hope that you guys can see that. And like I said, if you need somebody to talk to, you totally can talk to me. People Instagram message me, I've gotten emails, I've had phone calls with some of you. Like, I really do care about you guys, and I want you to know that I love you, and I'm gonna be here for you guys no matter what. So if you need somebody, don't be afraid to contact me. I'll be here for you. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful day or night whenever time you're watching this. I will list all the products down in the description bar down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. And as always, and especially today, I hope that you guys feel beautiful inside and out today, because you are. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.